Hello. In today's training, we're going to take a look at how to live stream from Zoom into a private Facebook group directly now that the Facebook API has changed since April 2024. Now that we're not able to just live stream directly from Zoom like we were able to do before, where we would just click on live streaming and we would select Facebook and Facebook groups would show up in the drop down as an option. When you try to do that now, you're not going to see Facebook groups as an option listed. So what we have to do is really set up a custom live stream. And I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. Please don't worry if it may seem complicated the first time. It really is not. After you do it a couple of times, you'll really get the hang of it and it will work beautifully and smoothly for you. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'm going to create a Zoom meeting. I am sharing my screen. Okay, so I am just going to create a one-time new meeting, which is right here. I have a note taker that I use, an AI powered note taker, and I'm just going to turn it off by telling it to opt out of this one, so it will no longer record. Okay, so life's good. So I am in a Facebook, not in Facebook yet, I'm in Zoom. And normally I would click on this more option on the toolbar and I would see live stream or live broadcast. I have the latest version of Zoom, so it has changed the name of the options a little bit. So I'm going to go under live broadcasting, and historically I would pick live on Facebook. I'm no longer doing that. I have to click on live on custom live streaming service. If for some reason this does not show up for you, no problem. There is a one-time setup you have to do on your Zoom account. So you have to go to zoom.us and log in with your Zoom credentials. Once you have logged in, you're going to go under settings. We just have to make sure the live streaming, custom live streaming is turned on. So after you click on settings, you can just up here in the search box, search for live or live stream or something like that. You'll see the options for custom live streaming available. Because I also have a subscription for Zoom webinars, which is an add-on to Zoom, I'm seeing two options. If you don't have this, you will not see this. You'll only see the one for the meetings. So you want to make sure this is selected. Oh, interesting. I once upon a time did this with Restream also. So this is set up in here. No problem. I'm not using that anymore. Okay, so if I also want to have it enabled for webinars, I could also turn it on over here while I'm here. And that's it. I can just hit save. So that's what you'll have to do. If it's not checked, you'll just check it and then save this option. And that's all you have to do. When you do that, the first time you do it, if you already had the Zoom meeting open, it may not go into effect and you may not see the live on custom live streaming service right here. You may have to close out of Zoom and just go back in. Once you go back in, you'll definitely see it. So I've tested it multiple times. This does work. Okay. So once that happens, that's all you're going to do. You're going to click on the live on custom live streaming service. The very first time you do it, you're going to see this window. It is, now I know where this is coming from because this was previously added to my account on zoom.us. You will not see this if you don't have anything pre-selected. Okay, so it's basically asking for 3 pieces of information to create this connection between Zoom and Facebook group, right? So let me just break this down for you. It is looking for a streaming URL. It is looking for a streaming key, and it is looking for where you're going to live stream to what page or group or whatever, right? So it's basically looking for 3 different things. We're going to go ahead and find those. I'm going to go to my Facebook group, and I'm going to actually just use one of my test groups to do this. All right, I'm gonna show you how I found this. Okay, so I am in my, this is just a test group that I have, Timmy's Facebook Live Incubator. This is where I do all kinds of testing for anything Facebook group related. This is just my playground or incubator for ideas. Okay, so when I'm here, I'm basically in the group that where you want to live stream. You want to go ahead and create a new post by clicking on create something. This is the fastest way of going live that I know of. If you know a better way of going live, you can do that. All I'm doing is really just setting up to go live. So let me just go back for a second. Okay. So I am here, like I'm going to create a new post, but I'm not really going to create a new post. I'm just going to click on these three dots in the bottom right corner. I'm going to select live video from here. And as soon as I do that, it's going to open up this new window. I'm going to click on go live. Please don't worry, it's not going to go live just yet. It is just setting this up for you. Okay, so let's break this down for you a little bit. It looks a little daunting when you look at it for the first time, but don't worry. You'll get the hang of it very easily. Okay, so if you're going live directly on here, you can just use your webcam. It will just turn on your webcam and you can just do that. And you can just go live right here if you were going live directly into a Facebook group. But that's not what we're trying to do. We're actually trying to connect our Zoom to the group, right? So we're going to select streaming software instead. So after I select that, it's going to give me the stream key, which is right here. So I'm going to copy the stream key. I'm going to go back into this tab and I'm going to paste that here. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to expand the settings, advanced settings section, and I'm going to click on copy under the server URL. So the server URL is the streaming URL that it was looking for initially. So this is the URL that we're using, and this is the streaming key. This URL is not going to change. It's going to stay the same. The streaming key changes every time you are creating a new live stream. Every single time you're creating a new live stream, you're going to have a new streaming key because the old one expires. Okay. And then the last thing it needs is the URL of the page, basically the group where you're going live. So the way to find that out is basically you probably want to have this open in another window. I'll just go to facebook.com/groups/wealthy startups. So this is the, not wealthy startups. That's a different group. Okay, let's try that one more time. So my live incubator is what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is my group link. Since this is just a test group, I've not gone through the trouble of naming it something different. I just see numbers. Your group may have some a proper name at the end, like the other one that I have, which is the Wealthy Startups. That one says Wealthy Startups in the name and the URL, right? So basically, this is what I'm copying. By right-clicking on it, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to paste it. And that's it. I am not going to select the authentication or anything like that. I don't want to do that. Okay, so that's it. Those are the 3 pieces of information that you're going to use. When you try to go live a second time after you've already done this, Zoom is going to try to live stream and it's going to say it didn't go through or something because it is using the old streaming key. So that is just a new thing that you would have to update for every live stream that you do. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Okay, so for now, that's all we need to do. And you're just going to hit go live. Once you hit go live, your Zoom now is live streaming from here over to Facebook, but it has only made it as far as this area. It has not made it farther than this. I have to now hit go live on here for it to actually go live into the group. So far it's only streaming to this area and it hasn't gone live yet. One thing I want to do is I want to just give it a name, a title for this live stream, test live stream or something like that. And I can also give it some description. If you want to add any links that you share or something like that, you'll have that right up available. You can just copy and paste that in here. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to hit go live over here. And now we are live streaming. It is live streaming from from Zoom, which is right here, all the way over into Facebook. And anytime people are commenting and stuff like that, they will show up in this console, which is your live dashboard. When you're finished, all you have to do is you're going to go back to Zoom and you're just going to click on End Live Stream from up here. It used to be on the top left. Now they've changed it. So I'm basically expanding this over here and I'm clicking on, oops, give me 1 second. My logo is covering that. Okay. Now they have moved this to the top right of Zoom. It used to be in the top left, but no worries. You're going to see something that says it's live streaming or custom live streaming or something like that. That's how you know where to click. So you just click on that and it's going to open up this little window and you can hit stop and it'll stop the live stream on both here and Facebook. If you want to go to the live stream, you can also, apparently you can also click on this button or this button. It'll open up the page where the live stream is happening, which is right here. This is where the live stream is currently happening, which is inside this group, right? Okay, so that is all you have to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop this live stream. And that's it. And then you can end the Zoom meeting if you're done. Let's just do one more thing that I want to share with you. Okay, so this live stream is done. Anytime we commented and all of that, those would come in and all that good stuff. You can see some statistics around it and stuff like that, and you're done, right? Okay, so let's just return to home for a second of this one. Let's say you come back on a different day and now you want to live stream again. You are going to no, not this one. Where is my incubator? Okay, here's my. Okay, so I am here and I am going to live stream again. I'm going to click on the same way, write something new. I'm going to click on the 3 dots over here. I'm going to click on live video. I'm going to say go live. It's going to bring me here. And it has changed the stream key. Everything else is the same. This is the same, but the stream key has changed. So if I try to go live from my Zoom into here, it is going to fail. I'm going to actually end this meeting because I want to create a new URL because I basically want you to know that if it's a new meeting, what happens. It's basically not a new meeting. It's a new session of the meeting, right? New session. Okay. So basically I'm here and I'm going to live broadcast. Of course, my AI note taker is kicking in. Let's tell it to opt out. Okay, I'm going to click on more and live broadcast, live on custom live streaming. And over here, oh, apparently it erased this, but for someone else who I was helping, there's came pre-populated. So this was filled in and this was filled in. Actually, what happened was it said there is an error. It could not live stream. And there was a link with the blue writing. So there was a link available. You just click on the link to update your live stream info. And then you just update the streaming key. So you're going to give it the new streaming key from this window right here. You're going to copy that and you're just going to paste that in here. And then you're going to go live. The other info will be the same. So that is how you will do it for a new live stream if it doesn't work. I wish I could show you that, what that window looks like. I think for me, it is kicking out is because I have this one set up as my default, which I set a long time ago, probably when I was testing custom live streaming with Restream. So because of that, it is giving me this window, but basically you're not going to see this window if you're live streaming a second time using the same streaming key. It just needs it updated. So that's why it's going to give you that. Okay, so I hope that is helpful. There was one other thing I wanted to share when you're here. See, when I'm setting this up, I'm basically live streaming now, but you can also schedule this for later. You can pick a day and time, and you can schedule this for later. So you basically do all the setup and everything ahead of time. You add the title, you add the description, you get it prepared and ready to go. And when you open up your Zoom, you basically just, you would have already set this up, and you will hit, would you have already set this up? No, you would not have, because this you have to fill in after, when you're ready to go live, because all you have to do here is just click on go live, and then you'll click on go live here. But if you're scheduling it, at least you can get the stream key and all of that ahead of time, right? I guess you still have to have Zoom open before you can go live, which you're going to do anyway. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. There is a way to use a persistent stream key where the stream key doesn't change for every iteration. Anytime you are trying to live stream to the same group, it will not change. The downside of that is you can only have one person live streaming into the group at a time, because it's only basically one connection available. And if it's used up, no one else can connect. So right now, if I did a live stream and I use this stream key, another person who's an admin in the group, they also are going live at the same time. They could also create another stream key, and two people can be going live at the same time in the group, which I know happens sometimes in different groups. So because of that, my recommendation is not to use persistent stream key, because then that will basically lock the second person out. Whoever gets to it first will be able to live stream, and the other person will not be able to use that, because you can't have two live streams, two custom live streams using the same stream key happening at the same time. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, that's it. Talk to you soon.